Hi everyone, or to anyone who's watching. This is Ricardo Pineda's video submission for the Margaret Hamilton Academy of JavaScript. So obviously, as you can see, didn't get around to styling much, but did build a functioning, solid, at least solidly coded website for the time being. We'll get around to spicing it up a little bit. First thing I want to show you is the custom route that we have here to render a page whenever a page that is being requested doesn't exist. That will allow us to link right back there, or conversely hit the go home button every time. Here we have our rendering for all of our students. So you can see I can delete right there. I can actually click into one person, see their whole view. It's linked to campus they're in, which is also linked to the campus they're in. Well, the campus rendering of the individual campus page also has students enrolled in it. So going back over here, I can edit each individual one, so I'm going to maybe call him Richie now this time, and he goes to the other Mars Academy. And whenever I submit that, it will bring me to the updated students back to the single page there, or alternatively, I could have also just hit edit right from here, and I'll call him Ricardo again. There we go. And boom. Changes have affected, and there is no refresh on the page, as you can see. I can make somebody as well. I'll call him JJ Watts or something. JJ at NFL.com. He's a great student, so he's got a 3.7. No image for the time being, and we'll put him in our Earth Enterprise Institute. Create him since we didn't supply image URL. This is his custom default image, as anybody that doesn't provide an image will get. And we can just delete them right there as well. Going to the campuses page, I have preloaded the seed file with only 2 campuses and obviously the original 4 students. They have their own renderings of their individual pages that again have their enrolled students. A little bit about in the description. It's a little picture, address. You can edit just like anything else. Call it Rover School or something. And there we have it. Hooked up, so we can edit right from the page there, can delete right from here too, which will take us back to the campuses, all campuses view, as you can see here, which is now just the one school, which I'll now delete and create another one and say new school, school town. Well, it's a terrible name. Testing something, and then no image URL, which again just renders a new school here, its own page, which we will delete, and the students page. Now that no school exists, nobody is currently enrolled. And yeah, so as you can see, it just everything kind of links together well. Everything responds well. It doesn't look great. I definitely wouldn't visit the website quite yet, but nothing really breaks, and I can confidently say is ready to actually be taken up, at least in stylization and maybe some more other aesthetic terms. Also, there is the validation here. If I can't leave description empty test, it does not let me submit without critical components, critical information being there. And then this is just the back end here for the code. Pretty simple. Just starting with the routes, I suppose. I'll just show you the campus's routes, at least the API routes here, and then we'll just move on from there. The students looks very similar. I have all my request links and routes modeled out here to include the students that they associate with, all that good stuff. Delete, put, all the hits, all the classics. And then just a little sample of the database here, file, validations here, defaults as we saw, kind of the parameters for GPA to be accepted, which are also boiled into our front-end React validation. Moving on here to perhaps the thunk for the students. All the action types created, exported what's needed, and then a reducer here that actually does all the heavy lifting to update the state, to update the store, which is reflected on all my components in React. I don't have any states on any component other than the forms that just reset to blank when it's created. Actually, I don't even think I have that there anymore. Everything is completely live fed from the store, so no static states anywhere on the front end or any React component. Again, not really much styling. Here is the create student form. As you can see, this is just to keep everything blank, to fetch the students that will actually populate a dropdown, and handling submits. So pretty standard stuff, just the form there to fill out. But yeah, this is the create campus form again. It's pretty standard boilerplate stuff, components, renderings, and then the update campus, which is probably the feature I struggle with the most. I found a way to actually have it live feed from the store, so having the state always render what's actually in the store right now, so that you know, in the first rendering of the page, I don't just get like the last state before the thunk runs to request, which is a problem I was having a lot. But now it kind of is one-to-one. The state is completely one-to-one with the store, which does now receive. I can set the state right on the forms on clicks, and then in each. Let me see if I can find it here. Great. Here we have a list of campuses. Each of them, again, I use the map here to just create a new rendering an individual campus component with each campus that I have here. And if I can find one here. They have links in here, and in the buttons that I have that actually do the editing and deleting. I have on-click events that will usually push you to the page that will actually do the creating, or just in the case of delete, just invoking the delete student thunk, which I've mapped down here to dispatch. And that's pretty much it. That's my website in a nutshell. So thank you for watching.